The tabernacle during the Millennial Reign. Now, shortly after we return, we will start to build a temple. And the question is, what happens to the tabernacle when the temple is built? And it's actually more amazing. Now, this is my opinion on how this is going to be used. I want to make that clear. This is my opinion, not something I've seen, certainly not something he's told me. But it's what fits. Because during Sukkot, we go out in tents. Does the Messiah also go out in tents? And I would say absolutely. And what's the tent for the Messiah? It's the tabernacle. So of all the tents in the world, he has the best. Now, our current Bible will try to lead you to believe that the tabernacle has this ugly outer covering of just this gray, dull, blah, blah leather. Nothing is further from the truth than you could ever imagine. This is a blue sheepskin covering with jewels on it, aquamarine, diamonds, sapphires, whatever. These things are, it's the most amazing tent that's ever been built, which is the way it's supposed to be. And so when we go out and we tent at Sukkot, how are we going to tent? Well, we're going to tent just like we do in the wilderness. And who's at the center of that? The tabernacle. The Messiah is with us during that 1,000 years. He's in there. And they'll bring the items, and again, you know they will. They're going to bring the items from the temple out to the tabernacle while he's there. The Levites will transport it. So that altar of incense, it's right where it's supposed to be, because he's got the best smelling tent of all time. That's why we're never even allowed to use that fragrance anywhere. That's the best fragrance on earth. That's for him, and only for him. The table of showbread, it's for him to eat. The menorah, it's there for his light. These things should be coming out to be with him during that time. It doesn't mean we don't have the temple, that we won't be going to the temple during Sukkot. But the real key to Sukkot is, we're in a tent just like we were camping on Exodus, and we're camping around the Messiah. We're in our tribal locations, and right there at the center, surrounded by the Levites in their particular form as well, is this most incredible tent. And just like you could imagine in Washington, D.C., nothing's allowed to be taller than the Capitol building. We have the height of his tent. Your tent's not going to be higher than his tent. You're not trying to compete with his tent. We just have we have a regular tent. We can probably make him a little more fancy or something. We're not going to have anything approaching his tent. His is the best, and which is the way it's supposed to be.